What's going on YouTube? It's Justin the Legend Rodriguez here, and I'm coming with you with the deck profile. Um, this is a deck I played before a couple formats ago, and I forgot to do a deck profile on it, so I'm sorry about that. And I'm playing this deck again, Agents. It's the Chaos build, BLS, Chaos Sorcerer, all that noise, and it it's really good. I like it a lot. Personally, I think it's tier 1.5, tier 2, somewhere in that area. And it's a really underestimated deck and a really underlooked deck. It can do a lot of things. You have splash in some TGs, some dark monsters, fat fairies. Just beat everything down with the Valhalla and everything. And I'm gonna give you guys a deck profile today because it's really good. It's not finished yet, but I'm still missing a couple cards in the main deck and the extra deck as well. But it's really good. I like it. It's doing well so far at my locals down here in South Florida. So I'm gonna go ahead and start things off. First off, you have the triple Hyperion. It's the boss monster of the deck. You banish any agent from your hand, deck, or grave, from your hand, field, or grave, and you special summon him. And then his other effect is that you can banish any fairy type from your graveyard to destroy a card on the board. And he's a good 27 beat stick, and he's a level 8, so trading target as well. Next up, we have my favorite card of the deck. It's the Agent of Mystery Earth. It is the searcher, the tuner, um, the ones that really get. This one card just gets things going off really good. It can make Mistworm, Stardust, Catastrophe, all those synchro plays, all those exceed plays go off really good and fill up your graveyard for Hyperion and Christia. Alright, so we have 3 Earths. It was at 2, now it is back at 3. I'm really happy about that. Next off, we have Triple Venus. This chick right here, she gets your mystical shine balls out. You pay 500 per shine ball, so if your opponent goes max C and you declare the effect, if you declare the effect and your opponent goes max C, uh, you can choose to only give them one extra draw at the cost of 500. And the standard play is Gotchi if you want to play defensively, if you're going first turn or whatever, or you just want to make her big and stuff. You have their triple shine balls. They're really good, for the Venus effect, and I use them. I just bring out 2 at a time. I don't like bringing out 3, unless I'm pushing for like a Christia or pushing for a game or anything like that. And usually the reason why I only bring out 2 is because if I have, most of the time I will have at least one in my hand, and if I do, I like to have Herald of Orange Light, and use this card as the pitching as well for Herald. Next up we have two Herald of Orange Light. It's really good. It's also another tuner. It's a level 2, but it's really more of a hand trap than anything. That's what I really use it for. Next off, we have a personal attack. It's double Card Trooper. I like Card Trooper a lot. He's he's a personal favorite card. He's just he's my buddy. Next off, we have 2 Spirit Reapers. Spirit Reapers really good because it can't be killed in battle. If your opponent gets really greedy, overextends and everything, and they try to push for game, and they just swing into a face down Reaper, and they see that's Reaper, they get really mad, and then and they really can't do a lot about it. Plus, it's a dark target. Next off, we have 2 tour guides. I was gonna run a Night Assailant, but I don't know. I just don't have any room for it right now because the way I play, my play style is really different and unorthodox in this meta. So we have the 2 tour guides. Usually brings out Levier, wind up Zenmaines, Leviathan, all that noise. Unless I'm really in trouble and I bring out an Acid Golem. Yeah, I would bring out an Acid Golem. So next up we have 1 Archlord Christia. I don't like running more than 1. I don't see it needed is more than 1 because I'm banishing a lot, I'm specialing a lot. So having just 1 on the board is okay, in my opinion. Next up, we have the 1 Honest, 1 Chaos Sorcerer, and 1 BLS. I really like these 2 because if I had, let's say I have an Earth in my hand, I go banish, I bring this out, I banish a problem on the board, I normal summon Earth, and I synchro it into a Stardust or Crimson Blade or Scrap Dragon or whatever. And BLS is BLS, he's too good. Next up for the spells, I have double enemy controller. I really like this card. Because of this format, things get big really quickly, and people like to use their effects or their monsters. So usually upon the summoning of any monster that I really don't like or really don't want to have any deal with, I usually just make it into defense, or I just give them like attribute a shine ball or a gachi gachi or something, and I take control of the monster and I have it and I have fun with it for a little bit. Next up is we have the two MSTs. Back row isn't really a concern for me because I have Hyperion and stuff, and I also have Scrapdragon and Stardust for the back row destruction. Next up, I have one Book of Moon and one Mind Control. This card is really good in my opinion, because like if I have an Earth and I have like no other play than a synchro play, I just go into this. I have a Book of Moon in case some of my shit gets bottomless, or if they get bigger than me, then I just book it and then I go off. Alright, next up we have the traps. This is a personal tech favorite of mine. Please, any comment will be great, but this is really good. I have one mini games, and it is triple magic cylinder. This card is really good because oftentimes I'll just open up Earth and then they will Valor it, and I have no plays. So what I'll do is I'll just set one of these, and then when they try to run into kill it, I'll just go cylinder, and then I have my Earth on the board, and I can still do some plays because she's still alive. So it's really good. I like it at 3. Oops. Next up we have the double call the haunted. It's really good. Back row. Also, it's also good for trooper because like if they MST it, I can just chain this on the trooper, draw a free card, and all that. Next up we have double Phoenix Wing Blast. I really like this card. It's really good. Like let's say I have 3 fairies in graveyard, a Christian, a Shine Ball, and they have a Stardust Dragon or whatever. Something I really can't get over. I'll just set this and I go past and I just go bam, pitch the shine ball and then drop a Christie on the board. It's really good. It's really life saving card. Next up are my one-ofs, Mirror Force, Compulse, and the Beckoning Light. Mirror Force I like. I've always liked this card. I've always had it in every single deck I've had. Compulse I really like Compulse. I'm sad it's to 1, but hey, this format takes a lot of skill, and I'm actually quite happy about that. Also, Beckoning Light. Beckoning Light's a really good card. Like if I have a handful of shit and all my light fairy monsters are in my graveyard and I want to reuse them, I can just do Beckoning Light, pitch everything, and grab everything back. And it makes a lot of my one-ofs more than a one-of. Alright, next, that was the main deck. It's a 40 card main deck. Still not finished, guys, so please just bear with me. And so is with the extra deck. The extra deck as well. Right now, I'm missing a Catastor. Preferably the ultimate rare. I really like the ultimate rare Catastor. Super is fine, but no one's willing to give it up. Let's see, Catastor, Mistworm, and a Daiguso Phoenix are the cards that I'm missing. And oh, and the Angel Zero, that card as well. So you'll see a couple cards in here that you wonder why I have, but it takes up space and it works out for me. So we have level 6, the Flamethrower Jesus. He's a piercer. He gets bigger every time he deals damage. So it's really good. Scrap Dragon, Stardust, and TJ Hyper Librarian. Because you synchro a lot with this deck. Oh, and a Crimson Blade as well. Alright, onto the Exceeds. We have our rank 2s, Gachi Gachi and Herald of Pure Light. Everyone knows what this card does. Herald of Pure Light, what it does, it's you detach a material, you grab a card from your graveyard and add it to your hand. It could be a BLS, Chaos Sorcerer, anything you want, basically. And then what you do is that you send a card from your hand and put it back into the deck. It can be a Magic Cylinder, a Shine Ball, whatever you feel like putting back into the deck, you put back into the deck. Next up, we have rank 8, the Heretic Sun Dragon Overlord Heliopolis. It's just a rank 8 for when I have shit to deal with. I just tribute. Plus, it's an honest target. Alright, and then our rank 3s, we have Livier, Leviathan, Acid Golem, and a Zenbeans. I'm really questioning about the Acid Golem. I don't really like this card, but sometimes my opponents would side in Skill Drain, and then I'll just, have no choice but to make him. And I just have a free 3000 beater on the board, and I can still special summon all my monsters. So, that's it for today, guys. I'm not done with it, but I'm really happy with the way this deck is progressing. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And this is Legend Killer signing out.